continúa la vigilancia. No se observa nueva actividad del enemigo en el sector 3. Cambio.
Hola 08. Hola 08, aquí 02. Comprendido. Confirmamos Operación Rosario de acuerdo a lo planeado. 6:30 es la hora H. Cambio.
Hola 02.
Cheers for the lift, boss.
Get your hair cut before tonight.
Sir.
You too, driver. When I saw earrings and Figaro attaches on parade, I thought it was one of your wind-ups. You all gone native over the last year?
These boys have done as many ulsters as yours.
Morning, Mrs. Mosley.
Morning, Henry. Guess what? I'm off the blacklist today.
You'll be on to it again come closing time. Yeah.
It's
Ron? God, that's the last horror film you get.
No, I'm coming to the end of that. Now run and come back here.
Yeah. Try and get something quieter next time, would you? Well, what do you think, Anton? Not half bad, is it? Glorious weather. Tropical uniform, I think, today.
Good morning, Des.
Oh, Vice Commodore O'Gilliver. Thought you gone back for good. Hardly bloody Air Force.
Buenos días, muchachos. Siéntense, siéntense.
Encantado, vicecomodoro. Nos vemos más tarde.
Enjoy your bacon and eggs, Mr. Palmer.
Excellent, Mrs. King.
See if there are any ferries to South Georgia.
Oh.
Nothing you can do for him tonight either, despite your 10,000 ways with mutton, Mrs. King. He's a vegetarian.
That's all right. I do a lovely spaghetti bolognese.
Pipe down, it's the feds.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Patrick Watts, your broadcasting officer. It's 9 o'clock on Thursday, the 1st of April, and here is the news from the Falkland Islands Broadcasting Station. There have been no further developments in South Georgia, where patrol ship Endurance is expected to put a party of Royal Marines ashore today to end the illegal presence of Argentine scrap metal workers. Chief of Police Lamb is no nearer to solving the break-in at Lade, the Argentine airline office, which involved the daubing of obscene slogans in toothpaste and the substituting of a Union Jack for the Argentine flag. Former Lade manager Vice Commodore Gilbert has returned to the islands to assist the police inquiry and improve security.
Come on then, you lot. Hurry up. Breakfast finished an hour ago.
Major Norman, welcome to the Falkland Islands. Well, we have to do this, Major Norman, for the press, as you'll realize. A moment, I have to speak to Penguin News. Could you come over here for me? I'll see you presently.
Bye, sir.
Congratulations, Major Norman. I hope you and your men have a wonderful year out here.
Thank you, Mrs. Hunt.
I must say I would be sorry to see old friends go. But if you'll excuse me, Majors, I have some leaves to attend to.
Gary, if this situation gets any worse, I think it right that you take over again. You never ground.
It's been a bit end-of-termish down here, Mike. I think you're probably sharper right now.
Tony?
The annual rugby match between the incoming Royal Marine Garrison and the Stanley Ladies First 15, which was to be refereed by His Excellency the Governor, has been cancelled. I can just hear the sigh of relief from Major Norman and his men. Seriously, welcome to our community, Major Norman and your boys, and so long to Gary Newt and the team.
Go and give Jen a hand in the front. Go on. You wouldn't mind giving Phoebe the once-over, would you, Don?
Yeah, she's next in line, Mum.
Who is that girl? What? Turn that. Who was that girl?
Oh, did some revision last night with me, Mum. Slept in Diana's room.
Revision in a party frock. I might just kill that boy before he flies back to school.
Most likely another of the Argentines' bizarre ways of staking their claims. They even fly officers' wives out here to have babies.
Dare we even complain when their military run our only air link? They're bound to know our Buenos Aires military attaché had to pay his own bloody fare when he came to Recce here last month.
Well, the 2-inch mortar should hold up any sub's landing party for a while.
It's still got a crack in it, Mike.
If anyone lands from this sub, the best I can do is invite them in for a short, sharp lecture and a glass of sherry.
The FO at my briefing, bless 'em, were confident this was a niggling phase.
How many in our submarine reaction party?
5.
Good thing this stuff stretches. Aye, this is only been short enough for it, Corporal Armour. Been looking forward to this. Clean air. Good open spaces for a weapons instructor. Wildlife. What are the females like? 5 plugs to a bird down here, Corporal. Aye, but that lot on too fussy. Shut it, Geordie. Argentine. Permission to get a red eye, Corporal. Tell Zero.
No rumba tango stuff in here, if you please.
Bit difficult to avoid a whole continent, Mr. King.
Doubling you up tonight. Bookings coming in from Goose Green.
I thought Government House was 25.
25 and 3 rings. 1 short, 2 long. Asking you down for Smoko, I expect.
What?
Smoko. 11s is.
Yeah, 25, please, and 3 rings.
1 short, 2 long.
1 short, 2 long.
I wouldn't mind using her as a necklace. Think they're going up so ageless, Corporal. Morning, Duchess. Fancy getting out of the wet?
Here, I thought you were supposed to be on alert.
And how would you know?
We're going into stand to get my kids. Now, you going to give us a lift or not?
Sorry. Our mission's classified. Oh, the older one was a paper bag job. That was his wife, Corporal. Ex-wife? Yeah, well, she didn't strike me as a bag of laughs either. Sounds like you're well shot of her. And mother of his kids, Corporal. Sorry, Geordie. Bit messy of that.
I'm on after Wangland 4 tours. It was time to piss off anyway. What with the marital bliss and the maintenance. But then God sussed us, eh? And fixed an international crisis.
Hey, come on, don't argue. Well, I'd shag her.
Oh, boys, don't stand in the rain. Pop into the kitchen for tea. Nanny and I keep an open house here.
Oh, Farmer. We're off to do some spying.
I hear the West Store's got a good tin fruit shipment in.
Good afternoon. Hello. Lieutenant. Excuse me. John's finished our conservatory, and I'd like to ask your advice about petunias, begonias, shrubs, and grapes. Grapes? Well, yes, of course you must. Now, why don't you pop by about tea time tomorrow, if you like? We won't have much on.
Yes, thank you very much.
So, what time did you first notice the...
First thing in the morning.
Right, okay, that's fine. Thank you very much, then. We'll be in touch for anything. Drops up.
Be useful if we had some bloody kit to intercept transmissions.
Or at least some cheapo bugging device for all those gas workers after the goose.
Gilbert doesn't seem to be inside anymore, sir.
Hector. Lovely to see you. How's Teresa and the children?
They miss the beaches. She's spending all my money in Harrod.
Gone to London?
No, the Buenos Aires branch.
My successor, Major Mike Norman.
Ah, pleased to meet you.
How do you do? Substantial Argentinian force invading at dawn, Gary.
No doubt we sold them a substantial part of it.
It takes days to sail that far. Radio transmissions, intercepts.
GCHQ probably have only one person monitoring the entire continent's radio activity. Yet Joint Intelligence Committee must have known. Probably hoped the fleet would just go away. Anyway, Major Norman, it's up to you to advise how we make our dispositions accordingly.
I'm going with Gary's contingency plan, sir, because I've had no time to form an assessment of my own. We have resources to defend one beach, choosing the deep one on the assumption it'll be landing craft we face. If, on the other hand, they have modern amphibious personnel carriers, it'll be the shallow beach they use. Have we had any intelligence?
No intelligence. Only one MI6 man in Latin America, even if he is in Argentina.
Then it'll be bingo or bollocks. Stanley, we put the majority of Gary's men there. They can tie down hundreds of the enemy, even thousands in street fighting.
The walls are wood. There can be no fighting in Stanley. Good heavens, in the 50 years before I became governor, there wasn't a single murder on the islands.
It's about to change, Rex.
I presume our objective is to hold out long enough for a UN resolution to be achieved, or a ceasefire.
You saw the telegram. The FO's not letting on.
Well, by evacuating Government House and taking to the hills, we protect Stanley and preserve sovereignty. You transmit to the islands, we carry out guerrilla attacks.
If they don't actually land, we'll look ridiculous bolting to the hills. Besides, it's tantamount to leaving the front door open.
Sir, as C&C, you are a prime target for any snatch squads. The enemy will have excellent cover, including the only trees on the island, I believe. As for the walls, you said it yourself. We might as well do it like Zulu and form an infantry square.
It's a long way to the hills. Rough ground.
Sir, you've approved the plan. As did your predecessor, and he had a wooden leg.
Rex, if they come in from behind Stanley, cutting off escape routes, this will be our Alamo.
Better we take it in the guts than the women and children. Thank you, gentlemen.
I would have thought he would have asked me, after a year here, to resume command.
C&C. Never commanded anything more than a Spitfire myself.
But then you were one of the few, weren't you, Rex?
No, I'm afraid not. I missed the war by a whisker. Pray for a gale to dash them on the rocks like the Armada. Bastards. Bastards.
Buenos Aires or London?
All stations, this is Niner. Radio check, over.
What kind of weapons training have those naval hydrographers had?
The droggies can hardly handle mapping pens, let alone assault rifles.
Come on, Pratt!
Thank you. Look what I managed to...
Good afternoon, Mavis. Sorry, Mavis, I forgot to say. Just a few things I have to arrange with the FIG.
Yes. Yes, of course. Sorry.
Got the cipher one, sir.
The latest piece of joy from Whitehall is that the Argentines have excellent intelligence, probably via an inside element. Well, you don't need the brains of an archbishop to work that one out.
And I'm sorry, Rex, but I simply can't believe that Hector Gilibert is capable of it.
He wouldn't tell you if your coat caught fire.
The Baha'is, perhaps?
Oh, come off it, Ronnie. They're Americans. It's a question of, do we lock up our Argentines now and risk triggering the invasion? However much the better notters at the FO advise against it.
Well, I think you're the one to judge that, Rex.
Typical of Whitehall to choose this occasion for my first solo flight and not provide a parachute.
Once documents went over the ship's side in the war, things were getting pretty grim, Ma'am.
Dick, I know all about shredding and burning. Are you going to tell me what's up? Or do I have to force it out of my husband?
I'm sorry, Mavis, but... Shut the door. Mavis, it's still classified. And H.E. is still up to his ears. Now, I'm sorry.
I suppose everyone is going to be working late?
Yes.
Then I'll tell cook to make a vat of lasagna.
Thank you. Rex, why have you not told Mavis?
Saigon.
What?
1975 was the last time we went off with our tails between our legs.
Or rather, a yank tail between yank legs.
Pretty undignified in our embassy, too. Anyway, Mavis dug her heels in. She'd have clung to the bloody chopper rails if I hadn't thrown her bodily onto a Hong Kong flight. Now, I'm afraid if I tell her the truth, she'll refuse to budge tonight, even if it means going down with the ship. Can I get Mavis and Tony up to your house? If it's all right with Connie.
Instead of standing there scratching your loose change, Wilco, go and check out our escape route. No chance of one of the inflatables, then? Instead of that? Yeah, there's two left. One with a hole in, and another one with two holes in.
Someone's gonna carry the can for this.
Yeah. Us.
Thank you, Don. Stiffen my resolve at whatever horrors to come. I expect it's the Argentines on the way. Don't you?
No one's told me either, Ma'am.
Sorry, sir.
Where's my...
It's, right here, sir. Excuse me, H.E. Bill here used to work in air traffic control in his native land.
This is it. The RGs come flying in to take the airport, right? This golf ball is the radio direction beacon, right? The desk is land, the floor is sea. Now, you gotta have a signal to land at night, right? But what they don't know is that I'm gonna fix it to trick the incomers like so.
Yes. Well, that ought to drown a few of the buggers, sir.
The beacon is owned by the Argentines, Bill. The FO doesn't want any premature action against their property. Oh, all right. Can you be sure it'll work?
Well, I'm not an avionics technician.
1, 2, fine adjustment.
If we can't alter the signal, we kill it.
Bill, we'll take you up there. And do take care. I thought you Baha'is came down to get away from it all.
I'm a Shiite Muslim, sir.
Well, this could be the last time. This could be the last time. Maybe the last time. I don't know. Oh, no.
Hace años que venimos preparando nuestras mentes y nuestros cuerpos. Y hoy fuimos elegidos por el destino para llevar a cabo uno de los deseos más queridos del pueblo argentino: la recuperación de las Islas Malvinas. Tendrán la oportunidad de demostrar el temple del soldado argentino. Si llegara a ocurrir algún exceso contra las tropas enemigas, contra las mujeres o contra la propiedad privada, impondré la pena máxima. Mañana saldremos victoriosos de la Operación Rosario con la ayuda de nuestro Señor.
Os benedigo en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Amén.
My senses tell me the junta's contemplating a touch of the old mano dura.
The British don't give a damn. They think the Falklands are north of Scotland. The islanders, they've been shut out along with the black and yellow races from other colonies. But these people go on pretending to be Little England.
Oh, come on. They're also rather afraid of coming under a dictatorship that wipes out thousands of its own people.
But we could come to a solution. Safeguards. Joint sovereignty. Lease back. Something. Otherwise, by the 150th anniversary...
Don't take any notice of the Latin Mako tricks, Mr. Winchester. And I'd watch how much you said to him, too, about the situation.
Don't worry, Des. You already told me the exact number of Marines they sent down on the Endurance. And even the names.
Bollocks!
Maybe. Could I have a word, please?
Excuse me.
Right. That's the last lot of documents. Thank God for that. What's that dog got in his mouth? Oh, Christ, it's Arthur! Why
Argentines are we talking about, anyway?
At least a couple of thousand, for starters.
Then why don't you just throw in the towel?
The Marines will be arriving to set up soon. This will be operational HQ, and I don't want you or Tony or any of the staff staying overnight.
You made me leave you in Saigon. I am not going to leave you now.
We might be fired at. Your staying is out of the question. Darling, it's not Saigon. That time I sent you thousands of miles away. Tonight you'll just be up the road at Dick and Connie's. She and the girls could do with some support. Where is Tony, by the way?
Well, with the usual boys, I believe.
Well, would you call him to come home immediately? And then tell the staff to go to friends' houses. They can take their most precious possessions with them.
Did something happen to you?
Oh, they'll probably just blockade us. And we'll have to sort it out in the UN.
A career of hardship postings. Retirement round the corner. And they ever expect you to command a bloody battle.
Come on, Mavis, let's be fair. Very few were actually hardship postings at all, and they counted time and a half towards pension entitlement.
They're bastards! Think of the places we could have gone.
Well, this will show them just what they were missing. Could prove to be my finest hour if I keep my head.
Keep your head. I bloody well hope you do.
Thank you, Jimmy Shand and his band. Okay, get your ears tuned in for the governor, folks.
Good evening. I have an important announcement to make about the Falkland Islands dispute. We have sought an emergency meeting of the Security Council. There is mounting evidence that the Argentine forces are preparing to invade the islands. I am calling on all members, all active members of the Falkland Islands Defense Force to report to the drill hall as soon as possible. Remain calm. Stay indoors. And please, do not add to the troubles of the security services by making demonstrations or damaging Argentine property. This would play into their hands. If the Security Council is not heeded by the Argentine government, I expect to declare a state of emergency, perhaps before dawn. I shall let you know as soon as I have anything further to report. Thank you.
Well, as the situation is rather serious, FIBS will stay on the air throughout the night.
As it says in those large, famously friendly letters on the cover of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Don't panic. And now for...
I see no ships.
Lord Nelson?
Maggie Thatcher.
On the risers.
Thank you very much.
All women out.
Lick your chocolate.
Thanks, Mrs. Johnson.
Have you seen the cat, Nanny? No.
Forget the Wedgwood, Nanny. Go on, quickly. Here. Shh. Go on. Of course, yes. Now, off you go, quickly.
Tony.
It looks like you got your priorities right, Nanny. Come on.
Cheers, Tom.
I'll take the taste away, boys.
Dad, I'm volunteering for the Defense Force.
Well, like I said...
Hello, Jim. Jim?
Hello, Jim.
Jim, good man. Mike? Jim Fairfield.
Heard your name, Jim. Was it Zulu Company Ulster? You always like the punch-ups.
Excuse me, Jim. You're not even in the FIDF.
They walk round with the brains in the right hand, if you know what I mean.
That's not fair, Jim. And besides, you've got a family.
All right, you worry bastard. See, colour stamp, you're here for a proper weapon and maybe some kit, huh?
The press, sir.
Gentlemen.
Evening, sir.
I persuaded Cable and Wireless to stay up all night. It's important to me personally that this story gets told as it happens, since I suspect there are those who'd rather it wasn't. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Oh, Mr. Winchester, have you got a moment?
Thank you. Please. Thank you.
Can you imagine anything like this in my decades of diplomatic service? Kuching, Jesselton, Brunei, Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur, Ankara, Saigon. Even Saigon, I can assure you, was not like this. Look at these telegrams. London must have known since yesterday, I expect.
Is that attributable, sir?
Don't be daft. Just make sure the bloody beans are spilt over the front of tomorrow's Times. Now, go back and keep an eye on Gilobert for me.
I got wind of Tony's plans. To join the FIDF. It's just the one son, is it?
And the daughter back home.
Oh, well, she's well out of it, then.
No, not really. She's engaged to a lieutenant in the Marines who served down here. He's bound to be on standby soon. If anyone bothers to get the place back for us, that is.
They'll bother, all right. If they're interested in staying in office.
And we'll be reinforced at Government House by our guests, the naval hydrographers of HMS Endurance.
We'll make a change from map making in the Antarctic. Now, I haven't bullshitted you about the odds. We'll fight until the governor throws in the towel or until we're overrun, which probably means dying. I want you to face that. Death. Think about what it means now, and when the firing starts, forget it. You are the green berries, the royals. That means you will knock 7 shades of excrement out of them before you go down. Now, don't get angry with whoever dropped you in the smelly stuff. You're in fathoms of it, and it's too late. Get angry with the arrogant bastards who are planning to waltz in here thinking you'll just take it up the bum. Now, Gary's men know this place and like it. And I'm sure some of them have got local girls on their minds. Maybe even sheep. But half of us haven't even had time to find the pub. Tonight, when the time comes, we're fighting for ourselves. For what Royal stands for. For one another. Any questions? All right, lads. Let's go for it.
Thanks, boss.
Well done, Mike. couldn't have done it myself.
There's 70 men here, right? And they're going to die. And there's fuck all you and I can do about it.
I know nothing of any invasion. Nothing.
I know nothing.
I'm sorry. Why don't we put the islanders on his Falkland? And all Argentines can have Western Malvina.
Sovereignty is indivisible, as they say.
I know the Gelpers very well. My children speak English like, well, like Gelpers. But what crime is there for you gringos speaking some Spanish, huh?
Pero yo hablo español, Pizzicomodoro.
Muy bien, bueno, Alison, estupendo.
Hello, Niner, this is Zero. Have arrived at local defence force, over.
Not many magazines or automatic weapons left.
Good evening.
Not now you've taken those you need, Major.
Good evening.
Hey, pass me 6 more Molotovs.
I'm going back to me dad's with a shotgun.
I want your best men positioned on the ridge above Government House.
I'm afraid our chain of command comes from the governor, Major.
I'll speak to him about it. Fellow Sergeant Muir will do his best for the rest of them.
Right, boys and girls.
I've come to volunteer, Major Norman.
As what?
Combat dispatch rider, sir.
No dispatches to deliver, Tony.
Ah, but the fog of war. Now, your radio net will jam, and I'm the fastest thing on 2 wheels around here.
He is too, sir. I'm going to boss's son go home in a body bag.
Permission to strangle a darky, Corporal.
We'll make sure no Argy jumps up with a bayonet to give you a second arsehole.
Arresting party for enemy nationals assemble and awaiting orders, sir.
Not yet, Major. Not before the invasion force is off our shores, or the White House efforts fail.
On another point, sir. I'm asking you to have the FIDF posted along the ridge behind us.
I'll see what I can do.
Right. Well done, Major. Thank you, John.
Major?
Oh, thank you, Susanna.
Thank you, Mrs. Hunt.
You're beginning to bear up, darling.
Anyone want some more coke?
Tony, never mind. Your real place is at her side.
I'm assigning Marine Dory as your personal bodyguard from now on, sir.
Ah.
What was your last pistol score like, sir?
Emptied every round from Colt 45s in each hand into a sandbag at 15 paces. But that was the Northwest frontier 35 years ago. And this isn't a Colt 45.
I expect you'll want to familiarise yourself with it then, sir.
Ah. Yes.
San Juan y Buedo Antiguo y todo el cielo, Pompeya y más allá la inundación, tu melena de no. Hey, Manchester!
Bowman, why don't you piss off?
Up here, Chippy.
Oi, you a closet RG?
No, Sergeant Major.
Then make your weapon safe before you kill us all.
Thank you, sir.
Fucking plant life. What frequency are you using tonight, sir?
Runners will phone in when they can.
You, sir?
Yes.
Fuck off!
No, wait a minute.
That's very considerate of you, Major.
Never know who might be skulking in the bushes tonight.
Would you care for a drink?
I think not, Mrs. Hunt. Thank you very much.
Nobody wants to drink with me, Major.
I'm not really a gin and tonic man myself.
I have beer. Scottish, I believe.
We can't let the Argies get that down their throats, now can we?
Sit down. Right?
Thank you, Mum.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Must be pretty upsetting for you. I'm just off the boat, looking forward to a year of ceremonials and outdoor pursuits.
Actually, I think it makes it rather easier not having any ties to the place.
You care about your boys, surely?
Very much so.
They are such lovely boys. It all seems too ghastly. Look, what I'm asking is, sweet to know the Falklands may be, and we are, do you really think they are worth the life of even a single Royal Marine?
It would be letting the Corps of Marines down if we didn't put up a strong fight.
Fight? For what? Sheep at any price? I suspect my son would like to be you, given half a chance.
He's a brave young man.
He's a boy who wanted to impress his father. And unless his father calls a halt, your boys will fight on until...
Or until we're overrun. But I'm sure your husband will know when the game's up.
I'm not. He's an extremely poor loser, Major. Can't you tell him when it's time to surrender?
The boys wouldn't thank me for it. Surrender isn't something in our vocabulary, I'm afraid.
Dame la daga. She'll make sure our heads roll for this. We're not entirely blameless, too, you know, at Government House.
What rot! You've been warning them for yonks something might happen.
No. Do you remember those two Argentinian architectural students who visited, months ago?
Yeah, vaguely. Why?
The Anglo-Argentine one was so charming. His subject was Victorian colonial structures. I showed them round. They asked to see the building's plans. I even let them take photographs.
Mi capitán, no han podido arreglar el helicóptero del ejército. Se nos ordena avanzar en su lugar.
A la mierda. ¿Y si los planes del objetivo? Luego, Quiroga.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Don, oh, Don, brilliant thinking.
Sorry I couldn't run you up to the Bakers, Mrs. Hunt. Only I'm helping with the defences here, you see.
Me. Excuse me, please. Yes, of course.
OK, Mum. Off we go. Cheerio, Dad. I'll see you in the morning.
Yes. You know, in my day, it was turn, cock, squeeze, turn. You wouldn't like to swap, Dory? No. Wait here a minute. Don, you've bagged my 12-bore. How come it's still up there?
Well, sir, I took the decision to leave it flying tonight, sir. And to shoot the first RG bastard who tries to take it down. Did I do the wrong thing, sir?
No. No, that's the spirit, Don. I was just thinking about the people who are coming here to trample all over us.
Can I get you a brandy or a whiskey, sir?
I won't, thank you. Don, it would cheer me up no end if you were to leave GH tonight. I'm not having you hurt. Any word from London, Dick?
Well, I'm afraid nothing of any substance.
Stupid of me to ask. At what time is the Reagan-Galtieri talk?
Well, the federal time, I mean, that's if the Argers take the bloody phone call this time, is about 1 hour before the invasion fleet's ETA.
Well, there's nothing much we can accomplish ourselves till then, so I suggest you do what I'm going to do.
And what's that?
Get some sleep.
Who goes there? We're Brits. We're not Argentinians. My ass, I've never seen you before in my life.
I'm Simon Winchester of the Sunday Bloody Times. Hey, you were next to me in the Goose tonight. Look,
We're only trying to get to Government House. Only? No one's allowed near there. Passports.
At present, there is no indication that the Argentine task force has changed course. Government House has asked everyone, please, not to go out to Cape Pembroke looking for it. And now, for Fred, Joyce, Pop, and Biffo, from Dolly.
It's me, Dick. Reagan finally got through to Galtieri, only to be told to piss off, basically. Shall I round up the Argentine workers, Rex?
But be bloody careful, Dick. And when you've done that, you can call it a day and go back to Connie.
Come on, keep up, faster. You get your hands up. Up! Come on, up! Now, come on, keep together. Now, point your gun at him. Show him you mean business. That's it. Come on.
Right, this is the last stop. I don't know which frightens me more, the Argentine Armada or Waking Dead's king in the middle of the night.
You can stay there.
Right, we'll have to smash the window. I know, and he only had it put in last week.
Government House said you'd be coming. Gilbert's vanished, I'm afraid.
Oh, shit. What on earth are you trying to find now?
Transmitters.
In the lapels?
I know about these things.
Look, try and find a guest list, some Latin-sounding names.
All right, keep them covered.
Now over to GH for an urgent announcement from His Excellency.
No! The idea of a mission by Vice President Poljan was rejected. I have, therefore, no alternative but to declare a state of emergency with immediate effect under the emergency powers ordinance of 1939.
Shall I get my daughter down to translate?
May I just say
Get Alison, go on.
that the morale of the Royal Marines and the Falkland Islands Defense Force is terrific. And it makes me proud to be their commander-in-chief.
It was great, Mum. It's just like the Battle of Britain.
Dunkirk, I think.
Thank you, Your Excellency. We'll bring listeners anything dramatic as soon as it happens. But now, some Mantovani.
And if they're coming, they're late. It's typical bloody Latins.
Mr. Baker. Look, it might be pretty invaluable to have a Spanish speaker with us tonight in case of a ceasefire or peace talks or...
No, leave her be, Dick, leave her be. I haven't said anything about the unpaid bills. All right.
All right. Look, I'm going to go home and put my head down for a while. Call me if you need me.
Good boys. Take up positions in the West Wing. I'll detail someone to take these plonkers back to the hotel.
Major, if you chaps are being written off, shouldn't some plonker tell the story?
All right, you can have that cottage. But if the bullets do start flying, you'll be right in the crossfire.
Hola, 02. Aquí el UT 4115. Cambio.
Es el agua, ¿sabes? Se ha metido en el equipo.
Espere, 02.
Arresten al gobernador. Sin los planos de la casa.
No vamos a llegar a tiempo para el ataque simultáneo.
No podemos acobardarnos solamente porque estos giles del ejército arruinaron el helicóptero, ¿sabes?
Comprendido, 02. Cambio fuera.
I think it's the barracks, Mum. Mum?
Doesn't look like they plan on taking any prisoners.
Not likely to, sir. The barracks were empty. If we're contemplating making a painless move to the hills, now's the time, sir.
But we don't even know what's going on.
Nobody spotted the enemy, which probably means they landed south. Behind us. Unless we make a move now, we won't be escaping anywhere. We can get out under cover of your FIDF men on the ridge.
I decided to continue with our original plan of protecting key installations. There are barely enough FIDF men for that.
Gary, you better get 1 and 5 sections up there on the ridge.
Mike, half your men don't have any rations or sleeping bags. How long could they last outside Stanley?
Sort of thing they enjoy enormously on survival exercises, sir.
And how often could I broadcast on radio before they home in on transmissions?
Think positive, sir. Keep your speeches brief and keep on the move.
What do we preserve by doing that, Major Norman?
The seat of government. You, sir.
The seat of government will stay in this house. Others may have deserted these people, but not me.
5, nothing heard. Radio check, over. 0, okay, move to my location now, over.
We're asking people to phone in whatever they say. I'll put on some more music and we'll see what comes up after that.
Mi capitán, tenemos el objetivo.
Comprendido. Encontramos una manera de entrar por la puerta de atrás.
I don't believe it. Cable and wireless have lost the link with the UK. Telex phones the lot.
Sabotage?
No, they are blaming it on tonight's ionosphere.
1 and 5 sections are on their way, sir, but it'll be 10 minutes plus before they get into position.
Give me the gun and go.
H.E. wants me to get a few of the fuzzy wuzzies, sir.
Look, if they come swarming across that lawn, a few pellets aren't going to save the flag. Now, it's time you went next door to your cottage. You'll be safe there.
No!
Please.
My location... Say it again. My location under attack. Out.
You're not married, are you, Farnworth? Nope. Makes it that bit easier, if you see what I mean, sir. Made by F. Kimman, 1807, sir.
Mr. Hunt! Time to give up, Mr. Hunt! Your phone is cut off!
These plonkers back to the hotel. Major, if you chaps are being written off, shouldn't some plonker tell the story?
All right, you can have that cottage. But if the bullets do start flying, you'll be right in the crossfire.
Hola, 02. Aquí el UT 4115. Cambio.
Es el agua, ¿sabes? Se ha metido en el equipo.
Espere, 02.
Arresten al gobernador. Sin los planos de la casa, no vamos a llegar a tiempo para el ataque simultáneo.
Bueno, no podemos acordarnos solamente porque estos giles del ejército arruinaron el helicóptero, ¿sabes?
Comprendido, 02. Cambio fuera.
I think it's the barracks, Mum. Mum?
Doesn't look like they plan on taking any prisoners.
Not likely to, sir. The barracks were empty. If we're contemplating making a painless move to the hills, now's the time, sir.
But we don't even know what's going on.
Nobody spotted the enemy, which probably means they landed south. Behind us. Unless we make a move now, we won't be escaping anywhere. We can get out under cover of your FIDF men on the ridge.
I decided to continue with our original plan of protecting key installations. There are barely enough FIDF men for that.
Gary, you better get 1 and 5 sections up there on the ridge.
Mike, half your men don't have any rations or sleeping bags. How long could they last outside Stanley?
Sort of thing they enjoy enormously on survival exercises, sir.
And how often could I broadcast on radio before they home in on transmissions?
Think positive, sir. Keep your speeches brief and keep on the move.
What do we preserve by doing that, Major Norman?
The seat of government. You, sir.
The seat of government will stay in this house. Others may have deserted these people, but not me.
5, nothing heard. Radio check, over. 0. OK, move to my location now, over.
We're asking people to phone in whatever they say. I'll put on some more music and we'll see what comes up after that.
Mi capitán, tenemos el objetivo.
Comprendido. Encontramos una manera de entrar por la puerta de atrás.
I don't believe it. Cable and wireless have lost the link with the UK. Telex phones the lot.
Sabotage?
No, they are blaming it on tonight's ionosphere.
1 on 5 sections are on their way, sir, but it'll be 10 minutes plus before they get into position.
Mierda. Give me the gun and go.
H.E. wants me to get a few of the fuzzy wuzzies, sir.
Look, if they come swarming across that lawn, a few pellets aren't going to save the flag. Now, it's time you went next door to your cottage. You'll be safe there.
No!
Please.
Zero. My location... Say it again. My location under attack. Out.
Yes, sir! Right! Make sure all your boys are okay! And get them in firing position behind that wall! Okay, you there? Tibbs! Patterson! You're not married, are you, Farnworth?
Nope. Makes it that bit easier, if you see what I mean, sir. Made by F. Kimman, 1807, sir.
Mr. Hunt! Time to give up, Mr. Hunt! Your phone is cut off! Armored amphibious vehicles will be closing in soon! Mr. Hunt! We have very superior numbers!
Seguro, tenemos.
I am sure you're a reasonable man! Come out with your hands on your head! Alone!
Fuck off, you spick bastards!
¡Ay, la concha de tu madre!
I'm going back inside, see what's going on.
Hello, Patrick. This is the governor. Can you hear me?
Top man, sir.
Sergeant Short, can you reach the telephone?
The other way round, sir.
Yes, Governor.
Yeah, we got a bit
We'll
of
put you on right away.
Hitch, but we're going to go over to His Excellency now. We're putting you on air right away, sir. Yeah.
Well, we've beaten off their first attack on Government House. We're doing really well.
Yeah, well, I can hear you having a harassing time there, sir, so I'll put on some music and come back to you in a little while.
They're trying to kill my husband.
Right, come here. I spy, with my little eye, something beginning with A.
Asphalt.
Argentinians.
Bastards.
Médico!
Dos, tres.
Shit. mi capitán! ¡No puedo llegar! ¡Me dieron!
¡Asesino! ¡Es un médico, desgraciados!
Police. Yes, lad, what's going on? 2 injured, sir.
Pins out the grenade, sir. But he's keeping his hand around the lever.
God.
Throw your grenade away from the house! And we'll send out a medic!
¡Si no dejan venir a los médicos! ¡Se las mando, eh! ¡Se las mando!
¡Capitán! ¡Capitán! ¡Tíralo lejos!
What, nobody here speaks Spanish? Fucking marvellous.
Hola, 02. Estoy teniendo refuerzo de evacuación médica. Ahora sí que estamos bien.
Pero, mi teniente, no podemos dejarlos morir así.
De los 10 hombres que salimos, 6 todavía no han vuelto. No voy a perder ninguno más. Hola, 02.
Quiroga, Quiroga. Estoy muy débil, ¿sabe? Puede que me desmaye. Mantente lejos por si acaso. Puede que se me escape la manija, ¿sabes?
Niner, Roger, out. Sir, one section engaging about 8 to 10 APCs.
Better things to do. The guy's half off his head. If he shows any movement like he's going to throw the grenade this way, shoot him.
¡Está bien! ¡Vamos a darle a estos hijos de puta! Okay. Come on, you fucks! Come on! ¡Cuando estén seguros! ¡Cuiden la munición! ¡Cambien de posición y de blanco cada 5 minutos! Seguir tratando. Si los blindados no llegan pronto, estaremos en la mierda. Hola, senador.
I damn well hope this suit gets through all right. It's M&S, you know.
Sir.
Five enemy APCs minimum heading in from York Bay. Right up our back passage.
0, confirm number. Over. Roger, out.
Santificado. Seré tu nombre. Vénganos. El tu reino. Hágase. Voluntad. Así en la tierra.
on the wall.
Move! It's coming. It's coming.
You boys want a cup of tea?
Get down, you silly bitch! Can't you see there's an invasion on? All right, lads, come on, steady. Shit!
Yeah. Okay, well, go ahead, Rhoda, yeah?
Latinos always hit the radio station first. We're gonna fucking die, man.
Yeah, okay, go ahead now, Rhoda.
I can see Marines running on these big vehicles. Argentine ones, I think.
Yeah,
Going after them, I think. It's all very colourful, really.
yeah, okay, thank you, Rhoda. Next caller, please.
Hello, Patrick. Hector.
Hello, Hector.
I'm calling to say
how much I'm opposed to violence, and how sorry I am that this terrible, terrible thing is happening under our eyes. It must be the damn Army or the Navy, nothing to do with the Air Force. You are all my friends. I love each of you.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go and telephone from Malthouse, see if I can find out what's happening.
we've all been through a lot here.
Engaged.
There's still a lot of coming in. Anybody
We're making a run to Government House. Are you lads going to join us?
out there who's isolated and wants to bring in if they contact
We'll cover you.
I'm going to stay on the air. Really.
We're trying to cheer ourselves up a little bit here with a little bit of music that I hope you'll find appropriate.
You cover the arches. I'm going forward. Robbery! Don't fire! Don't go! Over here! Don't fire! Robbery! Don't move! Get down! Down! Down!
Good lads! Come for a violent breakfast.
Hey, you! Knobhead! Get up the street!
Aye, sorry for yous. Some of us has to get to work.
I don't know why we're bothering with this lot.
Sorry that took so long, sir. Where is he?
Situation is, there'll be between 12 and 18 Argentine APCs here soon. Maybe half an hour.
Enough to blow the shit out of us.
What do you advise now?
Well, it boils down to three options. One, we can stay here. We're doing pretty well. No casualties, though Christ knows how. Morale's good. The boys will go on fighting as long as they're told. 2, we can break out now with you and let Gary's men fight a mini-guerrilla war. 3, negotiate while we're still dropping them and before half an hour when they start dropping us.
Dory! Whatever he's doing, let that RG live.
You favor the breakout?
Sir.
I suppose you want me to make the bloody decision.
One of the perks of the job, sir.
Let's try and contact Gilles Aubert. See if he can reach their commander and mention a truce. We'll play for time.
One, two, three, 4.
There you go.
You let me win on purpose, didn't you, Tony?
I never.
We'll leave the music
Well,
there because
yes, I did.
in contact again.
When your daddy plays, he never lets me win.
Must be 200 of them out there. Just a matter of time before they overrun us. But we'll see how long we can hang on anyway. But if anyone
Wants to come and speak to us, we'll listen.
Are you thinking of surrender, sir?
I'm not surrendering to any bloody RG.
Fantastic. Well done, sir. Thank you. Well, you heard those brave words.
Oi! Will you shut up, for Christ's sake?
Rex, we've withdrawn to the drill hall, and now there are lots of Argentinians outside.
Well, shoot them.
There are lots and lots of Argentinians outside.
Shoot some of them, then.
We were perfectly willing to fight, but you ordered us back here, and now we're surrounded.
You say I ordered you back there?
My men are very young, sir, and they're very frightened. What do you propose we do?
Well, tell them to put their weapons at one end of the room and sit at the other. So when the Argentines come in, they can see that they're not armed and they're not aggressive.
We've done that already, sir.
Very well. Thank them for me and tell them to go home and get out of uniform. And do the same yourself.
García, mantenga su pelotón sobre la izquierda. Oh, Christ, look at him! ¡No se quede atrás! Okay.
Go on, son.
I thought you were the Lieutenant Colonel, the awesome warrior of Borneo.
I never said all the medals are real, did I?
You're both Scotsmen, you'd get him.
What the hell are you doing? It was a pension, see? I didn't want to lose my pension from the department, eh? Come on! Come on!
So, what are you going to do, Tom? Going to stay on? You're going to go back home?
I don't know. Maybe I'll try Lancashire. You seem to miss it so much.
Oh, no, I've never even been there.
Ceasefire! Ceasefire! Come on, Hector! Come on! Come on! Hold your fire!
That's a Spanish for big balls, Hector.
Come on, this way.
Can't we do something, sir? That one's stomach's hanging out.
Why don't we just shoot the poor bastard and put him out of his misery?
If this ceasefire holds, see what you can do for him. Wilcox, you come with me to the West Wing. The droggies need some extra firepower.
It looks like the Argentine armored column is about to enter Stanley. Please keep inside, everyone. I expect they're heading for Government House.
Go, Johnny!
Oh, come off it, Hector. You must know who the commander of this task force is. I bet he's the one who sent you.
I swear, Your Excellency, I don't. But whatever else I can do to help.
What we've got to do, Hector, is broadcast an appeal to the commander of this force, whoever he may be, for he and you to rendezvous out there and come here for a talk.
We're coming to get you in. Just yell to your mates to cease fire, okay?
Nobre. Nostre. It's all right. Look, medic, it's okay. Don't panic. Don't panic. Look, it's all right. Okay, just keep calm. Just keep calm. It's all right.
They're on the move, boss.
That's not the rules of the game. Shoot them, Palmer.
Sir.
Hector, if you stay here and do nothing, you're likely to end up dying with us gringos.
Well, okay, let's be fair. Looks like they have control of the airport.
Now, Dick, don't lose this brolly. I paid the earth for it in brigs of Piccadilly.
Shall we go?
Well, ladies and gentlemen, looks like they're coming into Stanley in a really big way.
I appreciate this, Hector.
Sir, does this mean we can't shoot the bastards anymore?
Not at all. If they shoot at you, then you shoot back. And even if they move, you shoot.
Ah, thank you, sir. You see, there's a bastard up behind those rocks there just trying to kill us. And he's got to move sometime.
You, cover those rocks. You must have a few slates missing off your roof. Nearly shot to pieces helping those sods, and you want to carry on fighting them? You really fancy spilling your guts here, I reckon. For this? Toy Town? Well, it's not for your family, is it? Because you're dumping them. They're coming. Shut your mouth.
Once again, I repeat our message to the commander of the Argentine forces. Please rendezvous outside the Catholic Church.
From trouble wind, you're my anchor in life's ocean, but most of all,
Please confirm. Argentine forces.
when I need
That's it, sir. Right above you.
¡Dejen de tirar!
Pelotudos de mierda.
Yates of electronic communication. Argentina! 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 Argentina!
Why are you smiling? My wife and the girls were all going to live. That's why I'm smiling, Hector. It is not over yet, Dick.
Hold it, fire! Hold it, fire!
Ceasefire!
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 Yes, Peter.
Well, they've all had their breakfast, a good breakfast, and they're safe and sound.
Any tears shed?
No. Well, the odd one, yes. The straightforward. We all held hands and sang a song. We're fine.
No, you shits!
I am Contralmirante Carlos Busser, commander of the Argentine landing operation.
Colour Sergeant Muir, sir, Royal Marines. By the Geneva Convention, you are allowed only one sidearm.
And while we await the outcome of the conference, let's have some more music. Just wait there, now wait there. Wait there. No, you put the gun away. I'm not doing anything with a gun to my back. As you can hear, the Argentines have taken over the radio.
Señor, suspenda la transmisión.
Out of my back.
Y coloque este cassette.
We've been taken over by the Argentines.
Señor, le ordeno en este momento, suspenda la transmisión y coloque el cassette.
Have phoned me to say they're not happy with the way I presented. Well, I'm sorry.
Suspenda la transmisión en este momento.
I'm sorry if they're not happy with the way I presented.
Uno.
I have tried to be fair and I have tried to be unbiased. And our boys will not get shot.
En nombre de las Fuerzas Armadas Argentinas, hemos tomado...
Sir!
That is ungentlemanly of you, Governor Hunt.
It was a most ungentlemanly act of you to invade our islands. This is British territory, and I want you and your men off it at once.
I command the Argentine task force that has reclaimed what is rightfully ours.
Our governments agreed in the United Nations to settle their differences peacefully.
I am a Marine with the same job as your Royal Marines had in 1833. That is, to take possession of these islands. All that is left is to prevent your men killing a few of mine. Whereas your job, Governor, is to prevent my men killing all your men. They have shown great courage and professionalism. Now it is time you ask them to surrender.
I asked for a truce, not a surrender. Your injured men need medical attention.
Thank you for your concern. But this is the last place left under your flag. So we are not interested in any truce. I don't want to kill your men. But if you continue, then that is what you are asking me to do. You will be held responsible.
No. The people who started the shooting are the ones who are responsible. We are simply defending ourselves. You leave me no choice but to tell my men to lay down their arms.
Thank you, Governor. I must insist that you are ready to fly out within 2 hours.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly. Since I wasn't expecting guests, I haven't had time to pack.
I am sure we could arrange an extension.
Plus, I want all my Marines and Navy personnel flown out with me. And a farewell broadcast.
Now, perhaps, if you will do me the honor.
Contrapared, muévase. Vamos, muévase. Vamos, muévase todos contra la pared.
Oh my God.
Rápido. Achando, muévase. Vamos, muchachos.
Que se vea el rifle.
Vamos.
Sí. Vamos, que se van a hacer famosos.
Otra, por favor.
Muy bien. Se ve el rifle.
Let me go home now, please.
¿Qué pasa aquí?
Hay que llamar a un hospital.
¿Quién es?
García, mantenga su puesto sobre la izquierda. Get out the fucking way.
It's time to surrender, Jim.
Fuck off, sir.
Está muerto, mi teniente.
All right, lads. Single file into the corridor. For inspection, put arms. Come on.
We were dropping them. We could have carried on.
Empty your pouches.
Población de las Malvinas. Sigue ahora la lectura del edicto del comandante del Teatro de Operaciones Malvinas. Comunicado número 1. Greetings, population of the Malvinas Islands. There follows the lecture.
Come on. Get all them magazines emptied. All your pouches. All right.
Don't piss about, son.
We let them down, sir. These people.
We did our best. It wasn't enough.
Thank you.
Cheers, Jim.
Cheers, mate.
Come on.
Need that.
Cheers.
Llévelo, rápido. A esta camioneta. Venga, ustedes también ahí. Traigan.
¿Qué haces, soldado?
¡Córrese! Voy a matar a todos esos hijos de puta que dispararon a los médicos, a los heridos.
¡Calmate, boludo! Soy el almirante Buster y te ordeno que me entregues el arma.
No tires. Soy periodista. Bullman.
Don't make me laugh. Just pissed off on the next plane. I'm Major Dowling, military intelligence.
Dowling? Anglo-Argentine?
Irish Argentine.
Ah. I'm fine, my dear. All right, my boy.
Look this way.
Don't you dare, you crazy!
All right.
Ahora regístrenlo, a ver qué tienen. Cuidado, cuidado, pueden haber bombas, puede haber cosas ahí, vamos. A ver.
Only one fatality in this whole operation. But it was my best officer you killed.
I didn't invite him here.
I hope he rots in hell.
¿Qué haces? ¡Que se levanten! Major Norman, have your men stand up. My apologies.
Norman, Major. On the feet. Quietly done it.
All right, lads, very quietly. Get yourselves up. Keep it calm.
Well done, lads.
Yeah, well done, lads.
See ya. Tranquilo. Siéntate. Sentate.
¡Atención!
You think the bastards had won the World Cup, sir?
¡Atención!
Libertad, libertad, libertad. Oíd el ruido de rotas cadenas. Ven el trono a la noble igualdad.
¡Desármelo! Lugo, la bandera.
Get away from that, Dick Francis, you wretch! Oh, don't be silly. You can't travel in that.
You can take it off at the airport.
It'll hearten the islanders to see me leave in style.
Anyway, Mum, why all the Ponzi silver for me to lug? You won't be needing it in Sunningdale.
Would you prefer Mrs. Hunt of Sunningdale to have it or them?
My God. My medals. Where's Don?
Don!
They've swiped my bloody medals. Those bastards. Look, they've swiped the lot. Bastards, look at that.
Haven't you heard of knocking on doors where you come from?
You're not going in that. Ah, Wilkinson.
Watch it.
Hola. Where did you find it? In a circus?
Hagen Johnson of Sackville Street, West 1. They've tailored governor's uniform since the first days of the Empire.
Thank God they'll soon be out of a job.
You'll never persuade these people to live under you.
When you have someone by the balls, their hearts and minds soon follow.
Dad, the Land Rover's ready.
The plane is leaving in 1 hour. No more delays.
You, that bag.
Su puta madre.
Your Excellency, that our long friendship should be soiled by what my countrymen has done. This is the worst day in my life.
It is just as well you packed your dress uniform. Eh, Hector?
Quick, Don. The flag. I want it as a souvenir. Don't bother about it, Don. I wouldn't want it now, not after where it's been. How could you? How could you?
I will be with your son. I will see you at the airport.
My lovely boys.
Acquaintance be forgot and never brought to mind. Should old acquaintance be forgot and days old lang syne. For old lang syne, for old lang syne, we'll take a
Por la derecha, boludo.
Dale, movete.
Friends, Kelpers, the Argentine governor has kindly given his permission for me to send you this message of good wishes and thanks for all your support. I shall never forget you and hope to see you all someday. Goodbye, and God bless you all.
The government has now decided that a large task force will sail as soon as all preparations are complete.
Failure? The possibilities do not exist.
Tens of thousands of men are entering the decisive phase of this conflict as Marines and Paras close in on Port Stanley.
But short of ammunition or not, the British shells kept falling remorselessly until the Argentine line broke.
According to latest reports, Governor Rex Hunt is on his way back to the islands and is widely tipped for a knighthood. Members of the 2nd Battalion of the Parachute Regiment were the first to reach Government House, just beating their traditional rivals, the Royal Marines.
Got it back for you?
Major Lawrence, this barrel's on the mail. Mr. Brown. Yeah, a few pictures with the flag, with your sergeant and your men.
Go on, sir, some pictures for the lads.
Downing Street tonight, Mrs. Thatcher was given a rapturous welcome by the crowds that had gathered.
General Galtieri's dictatorship has collapsed, but no future government is likely to renounce Argentina's claim to the island.
A sizable garrison is to be established, and an air base is to be built with fighter jets and anti-aircraft defenses.